All right, folks, well, on this Giving Tuesday, one organization is hoping to make a difference when movie and TV producer Gordon Gray and his wife Kristen discovered that their two young daughters were diagnosed with CLN6 Batten disease back in 2015. Well, the news was, of course, heartbreaking. Now, the rare, fatal disorder, it robs children of their ability to see, walk, and speak. But the Grays took their daughter's terminal diagnosis and turned it into a mission to save not only their girls, but also kids around the world. And joining us now to talk about this is Charlotte and Gwyneth Gray Foundation, our Gordon and Kristen Gray. Appreciate both of you being here. Good morning to the both of you. Thank you for sharing the stories of your daughters. I really appreciate that. Let's start with Charlotte. She, of course, was 4 when she was diagnosed with Batten's. Can you just tell us a little bit more, either of you, just that experience, that moment? Maybe I'll start with you, Kristen.
Yeah, I mean, she was a typical developing child, met all of her milestones. We always like to say ahead of her class, but it sounds silly at the age of 4. But she started regressing in skill. We thought that was, surprising. She started tripping over packages, more clumsy, and really the first indication was stuffing her mouth with food. So after a couple spills, we sought out some medical professionals, neurologists, and did immediate testing, of which it was confirmed that she was diagnosed with Batten CLN6.
Yeah, and so then you have your daughter, Gwyneth, who tested, and although she wasn't displaying any of the symptoms, your doctor had confirmed she had it as well. Then you created the foundation to help find a cure, of course, for your daughters and others. Maybe I'll start here with you. Can you tell me a little bit more about the desire to say, hey, we're in the middle of this, but we want to help out others?
Yeah, I think it started with a real selfish place. We wanted to save our daughters.
Right, as you can imagine.
And we were racing toward that goal. We started raising money, not knowing exactly how we were going to use it. And ultimately, we funded a clinical trial with Dr. Brian Kaspar out of Ohio. We got that done in less than a year, and we were able to treat 13 other kids. And that's how we were able to help others. And we're still fighting that fight today.
Yeah, and you mentioned that your foundation's mission is to accelerate research for a cure by funding, as you just were talking about there, and it's cutting-edge gene therapy. Unfortunately, the progression was too far along for Charlotte, and she passed away at the age of 13. What do you want people to know, maybe more about her life and her legacy?
I mean, Charlotte was a force. She had a smile that would light up a room, and her personality matched that smile. Everyone she met loved her, and really she was a fighter. She kind of pioneered, this purpose now that we never asked for nor wanted, but now we're on a mission to cure this disease and to be able to treat children so that when a family receives this diagnosis, which they do, literally I get a call every month of a new child diagnosed with CLN6, that we can say, hey, there's an FDA-approved treatment and here's where you go for it. So, right now we're racing against time for the next clinical trial that will take place right here at Chalk Children's Hospital of Orange County.
Well, Kristen, you led me to this. There's a gene therapy drug that seems to be promising. Either of you, if you want to tell me a little bit more about it and kind of how maybe we're hopeful with it, Gordon or Kristen.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking what we learned from the first clinical trial at Nationwide Children's Hospital in treating those patients, and we're perfecting it. We knew it wasn't curative, but we knew that the patients that were treated earlier onset in the disease, like Gwyneth, as opposed to Charlotte, are doing much better. And so we're taking that technology, we're going to increase the dose, and we're doing it locally here in Orange County with the hopes that we can cure this disease and stop the progression so these kids can live a meaningful life.
Right, and absolutely. And there are folks who are watching this, Gordon, I would imagine, who are saying, of course, they want to help. This is Giving Tuesday. They want to be a part of it. What can folks do to join in on this journey with you all and others?
Well, we have the Charlotte and Gwyneth Gray Foundation, and as Kristen just stated, we're raising money for this new clinical trial. We need to raise a lot of money. These things are very, very expensive. Our immediate goal is to raise about $850,000.
By the end of December.
Okay, well.
Because that's the drug. We're funding the drug right now.
Okay, and today is December 2nd, so of course we still got a lot of time to reach that goal, as you say, into December. So folks, take advantage of this time that we have. Lastly, how is Gwyneth doing today? How would she say she is?
She's doing well. I mean, you know, compared to a typical 12-year-old, she still has her challenges, but the treatment did help her. And so Gwen at 12 years old looks much differently than Charlotte at 12 years old. So she's going to school every day. You know, she can still eat by mouth. She can feed herself. She can still sit up independently. She rides horses every week. So she has a very meaningful life, and we're hoping to keep it that way.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I got to step my game up. She's doing so much. I got a lot more to do here. I thought I was doing a lot. There's a lot more to be done. Last, any message, anything else you wanted to say before we let you go?
I mean, we want to honor our daughter and all these other children that are fighting so hard to live their lives. And, you know, no family or parent should ever hear, you know, the words fatal. And we're just hoping to cure this disease. So please help us, help them.
All right, please help. Please join in on this mission. Gordon, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you for your time. Wishing you all the best. Same with you, Kristen. Thank you so much. And of course, also before we go, that was one thing I want to say is, it's somebody's birthday in here, so we want to say happy birthday to you, Gordon. Give it up to him.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Listen, you came, you know, you all know Mark, our EP over there. I'm surprised balloons aren't falling from the sky right now. There's not a cake that's shot up from the floor because he goes over the top for birthdays. But happy birthday. Anything you want for you? Just the man who has everything. Anything you want?
What do I want? You know, I told everybody no gifts. But I'd like to raise some money to help these kids.
All right. Well, there you have it. So, folks, join in. We're wishing him happy birthday. You can give him a birthday gift by helping out as well. We appreciate your time, sharing your story. Happy holidays to you all as well. And we were talking off the camera a little bit. Wish me well. We got some family photos coming up this weekend. So
good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
We know how those can be. All right, folks, we have a lot more on the other side. Stay with us.